In today's how-to video of Unite, we're going to be taking a look at how to add a member and non-member in Unite. So to first add a member in Unite, you're going to want to navigate to the membership component. Under the Connect folder, select Roster. It's going to take you to your member roster. From here, you can navigate to the fourth button on the right hand or the top right hand of your screen, or that skinny plus button that says add when you hover over it. And this is going to be your button to add a member. So when you click that button, it's going to take you to the Add to Roster page. From here, you're going to be met with a bunch of fields that you have to enter to add your member. So it is worth noting that Unite will automatically check for duplicates for these first 5 fields up here. So it's going to be your first name, last name, date of birth, primary email, or SSN/SIN. So, and I will show you guys how that works right now. So say I have entering an application, and I'm entering an application for myself. I will purposely mistype my birthday, but I will type the right email address. And when I do that, voila, you see that it's going to enter or show me that duplicate at the bottom and display to me that there is already a person in the database that matches the email address you provided. But as you see, it's going to be 3 of those fields because my name is spelled right and my last name is spelled right. But my it would have showed up if I put my date of birth correctly, but I didn't. But since I put my email in there, it's going to display that duplicate there for me. If I were to put my social security number in, it would also do that, but I'm not going to do that for privacy reasons. But yes, so if I remove this email, it's going to be removed. If I correct my birthday, it's going to say, look, you have a first name, last name, and date of birth that is already in the system. And so say this does happen to you when you're putting in that information, you can click this little pencil icon button here on the left under that edit column, which will take you directly to that member's profile where you can view their membership and view anything you need to view. It's going to be read only here, but you just know that that person exists in the system, and then you can go find them either in your member roster if they're in your organization, or the global roster if they're outside of your organization. So to add a member, we're going to go and fill out some of this information here. Just name it tutorial video. So you're going to select your political contribution, representation, dues, checkoff. You can put a prefix, middle initial, suffix, home phone number, a mobile number, opt them in or out. You can opt them in or out of messaging, email messaging, select a gender, select an address. And so when you type in that address, the address verification will pop up. And so you can go ahead and pre-fill that information here. With that demographics drop down here, it's where you can put in any demographic information, race, ethnicity, spoken languages, education level, name of the school, any primary trades. So let me just go through and put in things for here. Just putting in random stuff. Military, we'll say Army, why not? Sure. So yes, they're a registered voter, why not? And so in the activities drop down here, and you can click the top of this bar to expand or close that window here. But under the activities drop down is where you're going to set their local union and any activity date. that you want to set for that member. If you set that activity date, then you're going to set the class that they're in, that you want to put them in. And then it's going to ask you for the new activity that you want to process. So if they're paying on application or if they're initiated, it's totally up to you. And set that application date, bargaining unit if applicable, dues group or subclass if they were to have a subclass, but not for this class doesn't have one. A dues group, and if you want to waive that APF or not. Then you would select preview to preview their charges. And then you would hit save to add that new member. And we will do that now. All right, so it's going to, I got these success notifications at the top right of my screen. And so now you can see that this member is created. And so that is how you add a member. That's how you add a member to your roster in Unite. Moving on to add a non-member to your organization or to your roster, you're going to want to make sure you're navigate back to your member roster page. And from here, you're going to want to select the second to last button on the right, or that's furthest to the right, or that button that was right next to the add member button. And that's going to be the button that looks like a little plus, but has that white outline or white highlight, white circle around it with the small blue plus sign. And when you hover over it, it should say add non-member. And you're going to want to select that. When you select that button, it's going to take you to the add a non-member page. And here's where you're going to enter your non-member information. And so it is worth noting that it is not going to check for duplicates in this page because you are adding a non-member. But here you're going to want to enter in that information, and we're going to just call it non-test member. You can enter in home phone number, business phone number, mobile phone number, gender, email, secondary email, opt-in or out for texting, add an address. You get that address address validation still. Enter an SSN, date of birth. You're also able to enter in demographics and affiliation. For this, you're going to want to, the only thing you can change is the, you can either make them a non-member of the district council or the non-member of that local union. This depends on your permissions, but you're able to select the organization that you want them to be in. And when you're ready to save, you can select save. And it'll take you to that members page. Here you're able to kind of view everything. It's read only here, but you navigate back to your roster and you go to search for them. I believe we need them non-test. Yep, and so there they are. And then if we ever wanted to process them and make them an active member, we were able to do that, and this activities drop down under the membership tab. But here, this is basically the end of the video, and we basically just went over how to add a non-member and a member, and I hope this video was helpful, and thank you for watching.